Summer Games Fest has wrapped, and I'm finally getting around to get my coverage up. And I've got to tell you guys, I had an amazing time. And one of the games that I had a really amazing time with that stuck with me through the entirety of the event was NetEase and 24 Entertainment's showcase of Blood Message. Blood Message is a action adventure title that is powered by the Unreal Engine 5. It is a single player title that blends brutal survival combat with profound Eastern storytelling. So I was really shocked by this game. Initially, whenever I saw the game's initial trailer, I had that doubt in my mind. I was like, there's no way this is how good the game looks. Surprisingly enough, this is exactly how the game looks. It's exactly how the game plays. And you should be really ready for one of the top games of the year. I'm telling you guys, this game is going to be something really special, and you definitely need to make sure to keep it on the top of your list and the top of your radar because it looks stellar and it plays stellar. So if you don't know much about Blood Message is set in the late Tang Dynasty in the 848 AD year era, and players will take the role of a nameless messenger who embarks on a peerless eastward journey to deliver a message that holds the utmost importance in keeping his homeland safe. The game's setting in the last years of the Tang Dynasty provides a cultural landmark of Chinese history that frames the story with customs, culture, and rich history of the era. Alongside his son, they must survive relentless enemy sieges and a treacherous 1,000-mile odyssey, fighting against impossible odds to return to the heart of the Tang Dynasty, Chang'an. Cross lethal landscapes, including desolate deserts, a vast wilderness of East and Central Asia, to survive a brutal siege, unforgiving terrain, and overwhelming odds. Amidst the desert sands, they etch the final tale of the loyalty of the Great Tang. I'm telling you guys right now, when I say this, it's been a while since I've had a game that, especially when it comes down to a story-driven action-adventure title, that really just shocked me with its gameplay and excited me for the future of gaming. 24 Entertainment is, first off, some of the most humble and amazing developers that I've ever met. They were so amazing, so humble, and just you could tell the passion and you could tell the amount of time and effort that they had really poured into this project to make it something that showcased not only stellar gameplay and unbelievable graphical presentation, but showcased a story that, that has never been done before. We have never had a action adventure title that has been featured during the time of the Tang Dynasty and during this time, and I'm head over heels for this game, and I can't wait until it releases. So it is a narrative-driven game. It has a narrative-driven gameplay that is like literally tied into cinematic storytelling. There's a lot of times while I was playing this demo and having my hands on that you would be in the midst of a cutscene, and instantaneously while this cutscene is happening, it merges into direct gameplay. Or you would have moments that you were actually in action fighting some of these other characters or enemies that you're facing off against, and it almost kind of looks like it was one of those breakaway cutscenes or quick time events to where it was kind of locked on that screen. But I'm telling you, I was shocked when I'm fighting and thinking I'm in a QuickTime event, but I'm not in a QuickTime event. That it was actual gameplay. The graphics were so good that I was locked into this moment to where I thought, okay, well, this is where the scene is, but I had an enemy that would rush up behind me, and if I didn't pay attention, then they would attack me. Or I had moments that you really had to use a parry system kind of perfectly to get your kind of upper hand on some of these enemies. But what's really great about it is it has like really deep emotional involvement into the story as well, that really showcases not just action and not just like this big thrill ride of taking on all these mass enemies, but it talks about like sacrifice and your like the family connection and how much family means in this culture. Another thing too is like the overall, with the time frame being set in the Tang Dynasty, we get to see areas of the world in a time frame that we didn't get to see ever, but also we've never been able to see in gaming. And with this superior, immense graphical presentation that 24 Entertainment has with this game, it's like the most realistic. I don't know how to better put it in words outside of saying it is the best representation that I've seen in an action adventure game with true graphical fidelity that blends into high intense action gameplay. I've never really seen a game like this. You know, we've had some games out there, you know, name dropping with like God of War that have showcased a form of this, but for this to come so out of nowhere, it wasn't even something that I was thinking of or thought could be possible. A game that would be featured during the Tang Dynasty to showcase a time frame that we've never seen before in an interactive media like this is very exciting, and I really think you guys need to be ready for this game. I think it's going to be something that a lot of people were not thinking of at first, but it definitely got onto people's radars when the trailer was initially showcased. But as you can see in the gameplay I'm featuring right now, I have separated it and split it up into segments, but it is stellar. It is a stellar action adventure game that really has a deep gameplay system and deep cinematic storytelling system that is really going to engross players into this amazing and massive world that 24 Entertainment and NetEase are wanting to push with this game. The gameplay is shocking. I will tell you right now, like it is like there are moments that there are moments in the gameplay segment that I got to sit down with the devs and play that I was on the edge of my seat. My heart was beating out of my chest. It was a true cinematic experience that I haven't had in an action game in a while. And I think will really showcase the talent that the studio has, but also showcase the passion that this dev team has in making cinematic experiences that are, of course, action-driven, but also showcase a cinematic story that can really not just make your heart beat from action, but make your heart beat from emotion, because there is some really emotional moments in this game that showcase really what is great about Chinese culture and how much family and culture really means to not just, you know, in this time frame, but also to the development studio themselves and the people of China. Please just, I'm telling you guys, you really need to check this game out. I know this is kind of a quick hit of my impressions, but graphics were unbelievable. The gameplay is super smooth. There were these quick time events that were so well done, they almost felt like they weren't quick time events. It was like, I don't even know how to really say it like that, but I mean, it was wild. I'm not kidding you guys. Like, the game really is set up now in my mind to be one of the best action adventure games to release this year, and possibly one of the best action adventure games that we have seen in the last decade. So I definitely think you guys need to check this game out. The studio behind it, with 24 Entertainment, they really are charismatic and passionate about this project. After talking to some of the developers during Summer Games Fest, they are very excited to get it out. But you can also tell that they were really excited. Like, when certain moments were happening and I would parry it perfectly, or I would, make those little certain moves, they were really excited because they could actually see their baby coming to life. And that is what this game is. It is a true passion project by a development studio that really needs to be put up on a pedestal for the work that they are doing on this game. We, of course, will share more on this game closer to the release date. And I've got to tell you guys, you should definitely be ready for this game. There is no set release date as of yet, but I'm hoping that this game does release this year. I'm sure the studio will give us an update, hopefully in the coming months. Gamescom is right around the corner. And I just want to give a big shout out to NetEase for giving me the opportunity of sitting down and checking this game out. I want to shout out 24 Entertainment, some of the most humble and amazing developers I've ever met in my life. We did award them with Cinelink's Best of Summer Games Fest 2026 award, and it was, if there was a way I could have given them an award coated in gold and diamonds, I feel like that is what they deserved with this amazing experience that I got to play. I mean, I'm a huge fan of especially with Chinese history, of showcasing the Chinese history like this with the Tang Dynasty in such a different way than we have ever done before, or we've ever seen before. I am head over heels excited for this game. I cannot wait to get it in my hands. So please do me a favor. Make sure to wishlist this game. Do us a favor and make sure to subscribe. Check us out at Cinelinks.com and turn on the notifications right here on our YouTube channel for more content and notifications of when that content goes up. Thank you guys so much for watching, and thank you again, NetEase and 24 Entertainment, for making such a special experience. We'll talk to you soon. Peace out.